But it's Orejano up top alongside, so starting to build some of that relationship, that chemistry between those attacking pieces. He's going to stay there in the fire and get another opportunity. Kevin Long has been the stalwart.
Having put up 4 goals in each of their first 2 games. But we are back under the lights here at TQL Stadium as we invite you to turn off the world and turn on the game. We're playing for 3 points in the Eastern Conference. Whipped in by Kubo. It's not a bad ball, and it was won by Miles Robinson in the end. Always difficult to steer it on frame, and it's how to play for a goal kick.
And they've had some difficult situations with both of those players, but then we all saw Bernadeschi really buy into what was being asked of him last year. I think if he would have said, hey, you're going to play wing back, everybody would have been no chance this guy is going to run this kind of distance up and down the pitch. But instead, he bought in, he did the work, and now...
Dangerous ball from Powell across the middle of the field. It might work out for Kevin Denke. Awkward moment as Yuya Kubo goes for goal and strikes the post. Kubo again. No goal.
I mean, the lights even started to flicker here, but a dangerous ball. It looked like it was going to come to nothing, but it caught awkward.
Denke on the turn once more. This is typically spelled trouble for Toronto. Let through, and Denke straight into the hands of Sean Johnson, but again, it's 1 or 2 passes, and Cincinnati are on their way and bearing down on goal. Something from the training ground from Cincinnati. Almost came off as Robinson's header was picked off. Orejano, nice dip of the shoulder. He'll look to pull the trigger here, and in fact he does. Saved by Johnson, and it's off the post on the second effort. That was Corey Baird who rocked the woodwork. Now this is more like it.
When Orejano wants this on his left foot, and Spicer is doing his absolute best to stay with him stride for stride, but he creates a bit of separation. And how about the diving save by Sean Johnson? But it's the second opportunity. Corey Baird right there for the rebound, and he puts it off the near post.
For Cincinnati on Tuesday night, it was Denke who missed one across the face of goal. Here's Yuya Kubo, batted away by Johnson again. He's been a busy boy. And Cincinnati, another deep throw in as the Orange and Blue are pounding on the door of a go-ahead goal at the end of the first half.
You'd have to think that Toronto will continue to gain confidence.
Spicer growing into the game. Big switch over for Thompson, and Celentano has to get down to make his first save of the night. And Toronto not exactly working with a large budget either. So what you see is what you get for the most part with these 2 teams until they can clear some space as Orejano goes for goal and straight into the breadbasket of Sean Johnson. Pavel Buka and Orejano unloads again and had the interest once more of Sean Johnson. And you can tell the young Argentine is just calibrating. Giving away, Tao Nunga stepping through and stepping up. Denke, Kubo, Orejano.
And all that possession, trying to possess out of the back and find their way through. And finally, Toronto turns the ball over. An unfortunate pass that finds its way to the midfield and around the back. Denke, Kubo, Orejano just waiting on that left. He's going to get it. They give up a corner in the process.
Headed away by David Flores. All the way back for Alvis Powell. And fizzed over for Evander. Flores slipped. Evander shouts for a handball. Which obviously subject to VAR review. At first glance, Kendra, was that a handball for you?
I don't think it was. I think it looks more like the shoulder to me, and he's kind of dips his shoulder.
But now Ismir Pekmic is being told he needs to go take a look at it.
Yeah, we're seeing the same thing that the official is seeing here. He clearly leans towards it.
And he attempts to take his arm away as well.
After review, Toronto number 16 handled the ball inside the penalty area. The final decision is a penalty.
This to give FC Cincinnati some much-needed life in this building. Kevin Denke scores! And TQL can roar again! A much-needed shot in the arm for FC Cincinnati.
So well all night long, tracking back defensively. Gets called for the handball, and Denke makes no mistake about it. A little bit of a stutter step up to the ball. Sean Johnson dives to his left. Denke nearly right down the middle.
And then Corey Baird is sent on his way. Stevanovic racing to get back in position and goal side. Baird helps it along. Evander pops out for Yuya Kubo. And the offside flag is up.
Well, and as this ball is kind of bouncing around and gets stuck in the feet of Santos and Evander, they're trying to find their way out. And
got caught in two minds, and his touch was heavy.
That's exactly what I was just, we spent too much time together.
Yep.
I was literally just going to say that.
Kubo and acres of space over on the far side of the field, and what a ball from Evander for Kubo to be able to run onto. Yuya Kubo to seal the deal. 3 points to the orange and blue. And amidst this difficult stretch, those 3 points will be a mighty relief.
It's the first goal of the season for Kubo in MLS play, and you see this all starts from that Brunelleschi turnover. Got caught between two lines. He was going to serve it to the back post. Instead, picked off his foot, and it's Kubo making the run, and Cincinnati on the transition. And he beats Sean Johnson. It's been a tough task tonight. Sean Johnson has come up big time, but he puts it in the only place. He can't make the diving save, and it's inside the post. The post doesn't save Sean Johnson this time, and Kubo.
And that's going to do it full-time. FC Cincinnati on short rest, but still get the job done. It wasn't necessarily aesthetically pleasing for Pat Noonan's side, but a penalty from Kevin Denke, and then an exclamation point from Yuya Kubo.